The woman had just wiped her disabled husband's body. Then she was surprised to find she was able to wipe off the mud on her own body. So she washed her face with the water she had just used. In the next moment, her face became white and clean, as if she had descended from the heavens. Seeing this, her disabled husband's his eyes widened. Then the woman wanted to clean his injured legs. But the husband stopped her. He said his legs were full of wounds from the war. And they were already inflamed and festering. He didn't want her to be scared. But the woman lifted the blanket and looked at it. Looking at the festering wounds in front of her, she couldn't believe. How did her husband survive all these years? Why didn't anyone send him to the hospital for such a serious injury? It turns out that the man was originally a frontline soldier, but he was wounded in a battle. So he retired from the front line and came home to recuperate. But what I didn't expect was, his family not only disliked him as a cripple, they took away his allowance. They even threw him out of the house. Even the 2 children he promised to take care of, they've had nothing to eat. Every day, they wore raggedy clothes and shoes. The woman was furious when she found out about this. She took her children to the village clerk. She hoped that the village clerk would go with her to find her in-laws. To seek justice, the village clerk agreed. Then they went to the old house where the mother-in-law lived. Seeing her daughter-in-law and her men, the unreasonable mother-in-law sat down on the ground. She started to roll around.